another weekend, another Clio collection.
Heading down to
the GC,
Gold Coast.
The home of its famous Gold Coast faithful beaches.
Beaches, yeah,
Good.
world famous beaches. It's a good place. Doing burnouts at people's driveways. Have you seen some of that Mexican new cartel stuff?
I saw that one. Yeah. Today's acquisition is probably one of the most expensive pieces of junk I've purchased. And Woody's bought it.
So this is for Woody?
No, I love for Woody. This is Woody's.
This is Woody's.
He gave me some cash. I've got Woody's cash, not my cash, Woody's cash. He's learning the perils of motor vehicle ownership. There's that you go to work to pay for your car. Well, he went to work for 2 weeks, half paid for his first car. Now he's going to keep going to work to pay for parts for his race car, for his dream car. So, MB21 sent me a text. He said the first thing I thought when I heard non-ESP, he said
track car.
Track car.
Yeah.
Because that's what everybody thinks when they hear non-ESP, track car. I don't know why their obsession with these non-ESP track cars.
Really?
Just
but
press
you
a
can't.
button.
But you can turn it off.
Yeah, you just press a button and it turns it off.
Right. Okay.
But if you go to the track, you forget to turn it off. You're doing a hill climb, or you're taking off, or like I did in the Carnacross the other day.
That's right,
I forgot to turn it off, so I took off in first gear. There was no smoke, no wheel spin, nobody was impressed. It was just limiting my power.
What's this guy doing? Well, I understand the struggles, because it's like that in the Mustang. When you roll into the skid pan, you're flicking switches like you're on an Apollo mission. And and actually I threw out to RTR vehicles and got a hit back from the main man, Mr. Vaughan Getting Jr.
Yeah, what this time?
Well, I said,
what are you trying to fix for it?
Feedback, mate. That's how you
one
get
button.
better.
You want one touch button.
I said I want a RTR drift mode, flick a button, traction's off, stability's off, ABS is off, e-drift brakes on, and you're in race mode.
One button.
But right now it's a bit of a complex launch sequence. You see it in supercars, right? They got takes 5 minutes to get in the right mode, and then it doesn't go well. And like, how many videos have we seen of that?
Too much tech. When you buy a Clio 172, you want low tech.
That's what you're buying it for.
They're low tech, exactly.
It's a simple.
It's a one button. They high teched it up with an ESP, and that was one button.
That's where they went wrong.
People are still complaining.
That's where
still too many buttons.
So we're heading to the Gold Coast to pick up a broken 172
parts bin. I call it parts bin.
It's rough. It's rough.
It is rough. It has been plundered.
So it was a parts car.
Some other guy's project.
It's basically a parts car we're resurrecting.
That's what we're doing.
Woody's going to resurrect.
We're going to resurrect it. It's
look at that. Is that the R8? Yeah, nice. I told you about watching Rob Darm's quad rotor get done in by R8. I was shocked. Not an R8, no, it was TTRS.
Yeah.
5-cylinder, 2.5 litres of goodness. Just got monstered.
Yeah, I really think. I think the Audi engineers put a little bit more into that motor than what they told everyone.
Yeah.
I think it's.
Well, it got me googling, so I went looking again. They used to get them for about 60k.
Now what are they?
Well, there's none for sale.
None for sale.
You get a 2022 one for 150.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah.
But
the problem is with those version. Like all Audis, you'll get stupid problems that, like that one I tracked. Remember that one? Lawrence's old one.
Yeah. That's what.
Well, we used to go into overheat mode at the track, so I didn't get it. This was the story because I experienced it at the track, and I couldn't work out what it was. And he said, once he researched, it out, there's a sensor somewhere.
Yep.
When it's so the car doesn't burn to the ground, I guess.
Yeah.
So nobody wants that. But the flip side is it comes on too early, causes your whole thing to drop out of bloody
power.
Out of power, yeah. So you can still do a good lap time, but you just can't full grabs. You just got a short shift in there every shift.
It's a fun killer. Yeah. Look, it's the same with all these cars really, except for 172.
Except for 172.
172, it'll let you self-destruct. There's no nannies on that. Because that is the appeal of the platform. That's power to weight.
Power to weight. And out of the box, 172 horses, easily tune it out to 180.
Yep. This 172 we're picking up. It's done a timing belt.
It's done a timing.
And we've all seen what happens when the timing belt lets go. So it's a project.
We're going to do a bulk deal, do a bulk job.
So there's currently two
cylinder heads, 2 sets of head bolts, 2 sets of rings, 2 sets of valves, 2 sets of guides. Everything's done too. So economies of scale should start.
Well, it could be 3 because I want to do the timing belt on mine.
Yeah, well let's do your timing belt before it snaps.
Yeah, that's the secret, folks.
Cylinder heads.
That's the secret. You do the timing belt before it. Let's go. The group N timing bar.
Yeah, Iries owned that to me. So everybody gets group N timing. You get group N timing. You get group N timing.
Everyone gets group N timing. And so, just explain what group N timing is.
The group N timing. So
what is group N?
Okay, so it was a rally series. It was meant to be a manufacturer's class back in the 90s, 2000s. Carried over. More popular in Europe. Australia, we got it a little bit. It never took off. The idea was you'd make 100,000 of these cars and you'd sell them to people and they'd take them out rallying. So it was literally win on Sunday, sell on Monday concept.
Entry level motorsport, would you say?
You'd almost call it that. So
everyone's on the same level playing field.
Yeah, well, it comes with homologation papers.
Yeah.
So if you buy a Group N, it's homologated to FIA standards, right? So part of the homologation is they've got to spec everything, and part of the whole concept of the ruling is that you've got to show that what you are fitting, or what's fitted to this vehicle in Group N spec, a person can go out into the dealership and purchase.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the fundamentals of Group N. So they're not as quick, but they are the car you can buy. That was the problem when we went Group A rally, WRC. You can go and watch a Yaris drive, you can watch a bloody Hyundai i30N drive, but you can't go and buy that car.
Yeah.
Because that car has its own, I've been in an FIA rally car, and nothing is what they sell.
That's right, and that's what I like about what they're doing with the V8 supercars this year in 2023. It's now back to a more relatable product that you can go and buy.
That's it. So
whereas
some people don't like it because it's the drivers. Apparently, some drivers are complaining because all they've ever driven are top line stuff,
tuned race cars,
fully tuned race cars. Now they've got to get back into a family sedan and make it go around the track. So
which hasn't happened in sort of Australian motorsport in the V8s. I don't know. Ever since Gentleman Jim whipped them all on the R32, that's when they said, well, that's enough of this.
Conditions a little crowded here. The Nissan GTRs have been all-powerful for the last couple of seasons. Yeah. The regulations said they could run, and you took advantage of those conditions, and the car proved to be simply unconquerable.
Yeah, I thought Australian race fans had a lot more to go than this. This is bloody disgraceful. I'll keep racing, but I tell you what, this is going to remain with me for a long time. You're a pack of arseholes.
Leave it on or strap it in.
Yeah, that's the current thinking, but like it's a pretty good car for a first car, so
I think so.
I think if she learns to drive manual, I'll be happy. And then, if she wants it, she can have it. Otherwise,
well, annoyingly, it's probably faster than your Mustang.
yeah, that is annoying.
Watch this, Lise. You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
Round the track anyway.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I went out with the French car club to Lakeside, and just lunatics. And I actually came off the track thinking this thing's gonna go into the wall if I try and keep pace with these people. Hey mate.
Dad needs the best lap times. Can I come with you?
Yeah, righto. Jump in. You know?
Every time you look at it, you look so
No, I'm not. I'm actually not. I'm not. It's not my project. It's his project.
Woody's
And I'm not
pumped.
depressed. I'm not depressed.
Well, but do you think you're going to end up doing this?
No. No, I don't. That's my problem. I do half the. On most of my cars, I let him work on them.
Yeah, well, the good thing is it gives you an excuse to buy more expensive parts.
That's
for yours.
exactly right. Easy.
Yeah,
But it's got to go to the head shop anyway to get it machined. I'm going to machine it to its max. This head I've got from this guy.
Why is that? Just to up the compression?
It's just up the compression a bit, yeah.
They just put ethanol mister in it.
Put what?
Ethanol mister.
Come on, you gotta go to work. Stop doing
Yeah, don't give me any ideas.
I was nearly never going to do another project like this. To the point where I started getting rid of everything.
Yeah, but on the plus side, I can always just, if you don't want it, I can just sell the engine and the gearbox.
No, I mean like. I'm not
The day after he came, I got another phone
You know when you
call
start
from someone else.
disposing of everything?
Oh yes.
I'll give you 500 for the engine, 1,000 for the gearbox.
Oh really?
This for this.
So
So I phoned him and I was like, "Are you sure you want it? You sure you want it?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I'm like,
it's,
Woody wants it.
it's going to a good home.
"Oh,
It'll be but he has got his work cut out for him.
13s."
Yeah, they're normal.
They're fast enough to have fun without being so fast that they're scary.
Yeah.
And as soon as you've actually raced a bit, you realise you don't need super powerful cars. You just want a good handling little car.
You carry speed around with you.
Yeah, and have some fun with it.
Yeah. Right, Woody, the proud owner of the 172.
Yes.
I want you to reverse sell me this thing by telling me everything that's wrong with it.
Alright, so first of all, she's got a blown motor. No head. Timing belt snapped. So that's a good start. It's been in a front end collision. Always good. Just missing headlights. The radiator mount and the radiator. The AC. Power steering. Reservoir is missing. Battery, obviously. Interior is manky to an extent. No speakers because they're broken. Seats are broken. The mirror switch has burnt out, so we need a new wiring harness for that. The carpets are good. Roof lining's good. It's got many dents. Tail lights. The wheel well's rusted out. More dents. We're missing some trim here, which we do have. Just needs to be glued back on.
Right now it doesn't even have a handbrake.
Yep, okay.
There's no handbrake. It has no foot brakes. It has struts and shocks that are barely held in. It's leaking oil out of the power steering. But other
than that, it's a perfect car, Woody.
Yeah.